Fox News can now project that Donald Trump will win the state of Ohio 54.2% to 45%. So obviously that was what was anticipated in the early polling. He was ahead by about 8 points. This is a 9-point stretch, so a little bit higher than the most recent polling was showing in the state of Ohio, but a solid win for him in what used to be a swing state, but hasn't been for quite some time. And obviously there's 54% of the vote in, but as you look at the Electoral College, 195 to 113. Again, Ohio used to be the swingiest of swing states, no longer, very Republican, much like Florida. And now it ticks on. Obviously, we're looking at these battleground states. One of them, Sean Hannity, it seems, is Virginia. You just got a message from the governor?
I've been communicating with Governor Youngkin, and the last text, at one point I said, so it's not in reach. He just said, hold on, really tight. Yeah. Exact quote from Glenn Youngkin. Here's what's interesting. All night I've been looking for an answer to the question about turnout in Philly and the suburbs of Philly. We talked earlier about the university population. That's one part of the population. But the vote lead was 700,000 below what they were in 2020. So that a lot of ground to make up. From the Trump campaign, now take it, this is what they're saying. They believe this is going to be a tortoise hare kind of night for them in Pennsylvania, in as much as they don't even think Harris got 200,000 of the 700 that she needs to make up. Those are the numbers that they are saying. Now, if that is true, that would mean African-American turnout did not appear to the number and degree that they wanted. And secondarily, any other vote they thought, the union vote, workers are not going her way either in Pennsylvania. Anecdotal, that's their side, but I'm telling you what they're thinking. That raises obvious questions. You know, if you're Joe Biden at the White House right now, sitting at home, you're thinking, I'm Scranton Joe, and I have this great relationship with the unions all these years. And if she does end up, and we just want to continue to caution that we're waiting for a lot of data to come in here, he's shaking his head and saying, I could have won. It's just interesting that they're analyzing this data like we all are. Yes. And that is their take on it. I'm sure the Harris campaign, for the better part of the night, I was hearing from either reporters or Democrats. Believe it or not, I have a few of those friends. And I was hearing from them, oh, huge turnout in Philly, huge turnout in Philly. And I said, tell me, where was the turnout? Could never get an answer. Right. And so finally, now the answer is beginning to come in. And that would be the Trump War Room. That would be the Mar-a-Lago crowd. Their degree of confidence is going up minute by minute. Take that for what it's worth. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.